Salutations and good morrow everyone, and welcome back to another grounded update video. Today we are talking something actually quite sad, and that is the nerfing of the Pinchwhacker. Today I want to go through what has happened to it, as well as go through and talk to you guys a little bit more about why I think that this could have been avoided and why it wasn't really needed. So first of all, let's talk about what happened. So the Pinchwhacker itself was actually quite an easy weapon to get, relatively easy, seeming how you just needed a bomb and 5 clover roofs in order to get this weapon, and it was a tier 3, which means it would boasted so very early in the game that you guys could go out and grab this weapon. Now, this weapon was so powerful because not only was it a tier 3 axe, it also had a giant electrical shock making you feel like you were Thor, and going through and using it was actually quite easy because it swung really fast. Now, as you can see, it still has the electric shock damage on it, but how it was nerfed is a couple things happen. First of all, it's not an axe anymore. And that was a real bummer for all of us that really liked using this as an axe, because it made some of those endgame materials easier to get for us. Also, it doesn't do as much damage as it used to do. It used to do even more damage than what it does now, and the damage was actually nerfed on it, which is a little bit of a bummer. Now, I know that may not seem like it's that big of a deal, but when you go through and you think about the fact that the only other way right now for you to make a tier 3 axe is to go all the way through the termite hill. If you wanted to go and craft yourself a tier 3 axe, it's right down here. Here it is, the termite axe. You need to go get termite chompers, tough gunk, and crow feathered pieces. None of these are extremely that difficult in order to get. All of these are actually quite easy, to be honest. But you have to still make your way all the way over to the termite hill in order to do this. So it was nice that we had something that was this early in game that we could go ahead and get as a tier 3 axe. Now, I know what a lot of people are going to say. Sim, it's not that big of a deal. Okay, the weapon is still okay, and it's okay that we don't have a tier 3 axe. It's alright that it got nerfed. In my opinion, I don't think it needed to be nerfed. Why? Couple reasons. One, it's okay to have secret weapons in the game that are powerful. That is okay. Second thing is, I don't think that it was that much change to the beginning of the game. So if you think about it like this, in order to even repair this weapon, you actually need to go get the glue masher, which, if I remember correctly, is inside one of the hills. So in order to repair it, you need repair glue, which is inside of the glue masher. And the glue masher, if I remember correctly, I think it is the Black Ant Hill or it's the Rotten Stump Lab, one of those two. But one of those two labs is how you got the glue masher, and then glue itself, making the repair glue, is not that easy, even as it goes. Making the repair glue requires either 10 of each of the different candy pieces, or it needs advanced bug parts. Quite a few of them, actually. Bombardier parts, 5 bombardier parts. You only get 2 to 3 from each bombardier. Sometimes only 1. Stink bug parts, 6 stink bug parts. 5 ladybug parts. I mean, these are not a small amount of resources that you need. I mean, look at these spider ones, for instance. You need 8 spider chunks to make 1 repair glue. So even if you were going through and following a path of upgrading this thing slowly as you're going through the paces, using the anvil to keep it repaired, because technically that is another way to do it, it even still, in my opinion, was not that big of a help in the game. It made it a little bit easier, yeah, but that is okay. It's okay to have some items in the game to make it easy. It's okay to have some things that you don't need to go out and grind 300 bugs for in order to get stuff. It's okay to have stuff like this in the game that makes it easier. It's not too game breaking, and it was kind of a bummer for me to see this happen. Now, it's not the end of the world, because technically this weapon still kicks complete butt with its giant electrical shock that it sends out, and there are other weapons that are fantastic that you can use instead. To me, it was just a little bit of a bummer that they went ahead and did this. I know they have their reasons, and that is completely okay. I just wanted to give my opinion and say, hey guys, that was kind of a bummer. I really enjoyed this weapon the way that it was. I enjoyed that it was an axe. It has now been turned into a slashing weapon like a sword. So if you guys want to use it as a sword, you can. Here it is, right here, the Pinchwhacker. And like I said, its damage has been reduced quite a bit. Its speed is still the same, and its stun is still the same, but it's now a sword instead. It's got sword damage instead. So that is the Pinchwhacker, ladies and gentlemen, and that is going to do it for this episode. I'm a little bit bummed out. Let me know if you guys are bummed out by let me know down in those comments, but I just want to let you guys know because I made multiple videos talking about how good this weapon was, but sadly, it is not. It's not as good as it was. But thank you guys all so much for watching this one. Don't forget to hit that like button. Leave me that comment down below. And also, guys, don't forget to subscribe. And as always, I'll see all of you guys in the next one.